YouTube, what is going on? You already know we got a new John Bravo video. Man. Am I excited to watch this one? Big Boy sends a hitman after Mack Truck to take his life. Holy crap. Let's go ahead, dive right into this.
Jake John, Big Boy, don't want to get his hands dirty, so he try to make other people's crash out. That's a flat out.
So I wanted to see if I can get more information on this story, and I found out the person who Big Boy sent, and it was an ex-Strength Cartel member.
Oh shoot. Here we go. That's how we started up. Let's get it. That intro always
In the
adds
days of
suspense.
Rich Piana, there was a story going around about Big Boy, that pig
Yeah,
with
we know about
toast
this.
titties. That he robbed
Wait,
him. That he tied up his nephew to the chair, the poor kid. Kidnapped him. All because of a falling out. Well, now there's another story going around. That he sent his goon over to Mack Truck to fuck him up because he didn't like what he said. But what's with this pig? I mean, look, we all know how much pigs, they love rolling around in the mud getting dirty. But this asshole, he doesn't even want to get his hands dirty. He's got to send people over to do his dirty work, this pig. Now, is this all true? We're gonna take a look.
Hey, that's one thing that I want to stop and say. I don't know. This is all legend, right? I'm just reacting. I ain't got no say. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get it.
Now, Mack Truck made a video the other day explaining the story of what happened with this fat pig sending over a goon. And now listen now, Mack Truck, he's one guy in this industry filled with phonies and fakes and pieces of shit. 99.9% of these people will never back up what they have to say. But Mack Truck, he's not one of them. So if you say or you do something to him and you call him out, he's most likely going to back up his words. Now, in his video, he explains the situation. He doesn't go into too many details, but he explains what happened.
Y'all is not going to believe this. I've been actually holding this information from you guys because it wasn't a really big deal to me at all. But once everything start playing out the way it's playing out, let me let y'all know what Jake John did. But old Jake John tried to send one of his Strength Cartel guys at me. Well, it's an ex-Strength Cartel guy now. Try to send him at me, right?
So I wanted to see if I can get more information on this story, and I found out the person who Big Boy sent, and it was an ex-Strength Cartel member. I'm saying ex because he's no longer a member with Strength Cartel, because like all the other people that left, he has a problem with Big Boy the pig now for similar reasons. So I reached out to him, and I asked him, this shit with Mack Truck and Big Titties, did this really happen? And he said, listen, Big Boy, he's sensitive, like a little bitch. And he didn't like the videos that Mack Truck has been making about him, and he wanted to shut him up. So he went over, he messaged him, or he texted him, I'm not sure how they communicated, and he wanted to meet up, they wanted to fight, but they ended up talking it out and agreeing on things, saw that they have things in common.
And it's crazy because we were bumping heads. We was going to meet up to get down and everything else.
Damn.
But as we were talking, we realized that we trying to fight the same fight, and that's change and growth of, from where the walks of life that we endeavor in.
So later on, Mack goes and he makes another video on this asshole. Big Boy sees it. He gets pissed. He asks the guy, listen, I thought you talked to this guy. What happened? Why is he not shutting up? He goes, listen, man, big tits. You got a problem with this guy? I'll drive you right now in the car. Let's go and fuck up Mack Truck, right? You know what he did? Big Boy. He pussied out, and he tried to get him to go do it again because he, like I said in the beginning, the pig, he doesn't want to get his hands dirty. he has to have his people do it, just like the situation that we saw with Rich Piana many years ago.
Jake John, big boy, don't want to get his hands dirty, so he try to make other people's crash out. That nigga's a bitch. That nigga's a flat out bitch.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Because let's just say me and this dude was on demon time. If we was on demon time, right? And we from the same land, just different sides of the island, right? Man, we could have some shit cracking. Like, we could have some real live shit cracking on my mama. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm exactly who I say I am. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not trying to bully no one. I'm not trying to do anything but get my just due. He's a snake, y'all. Now, like, damn. Did he really send people over there to Rich Piana's house? Or is that just allegedly? Because I know for a fact that he sent somebody at me. I just didn't address it. But he sent somebody at me, y'all. And he just better be lucky I didn't take that as a threat. Because I could have sent some peoples at him. Or I could have came and got on my goddamn self. I'm just saying, get your own hands dirty. Don't do that snake shit. Because you fuck up when you get a real motherfucker to address a real motherfucker. If you're going to play these street rules, play them the right way.
After that happened, him and Big Boy, they had a falling out, not just for that reason, but other reasons as well. And he told me a story, and it was very similar to other stories of Strength Cartel members. He said, listen, I had an idea. I turned my life to God, to Jesus. I wanted to, have a good message for people. And he had this idea for Strength Cartel to put out these religious type of merchandise, right? And Big Boy said, no, fuck that. Not a good idea. I don't want any part of it, right? But then on the next drop, he released that merchandise. So he stole his idea and he profited off of it and pretended in the beginning that he didn't want to do it. So that, I'm sure with other reasons, him and Big Boy are no longer friends. In fact, reminding me of the 90s rap music. He just made a rap song, and he says a lot of things about Big Boy, and it's a funny song. He even talks about me. I'm going to link it in the comments so you guys can hear it.
I always got that burner when the enemy's near. So I ain't got to squabble, but I'm ready to brawl. The bigger they are, then the harder they fall. I know you see a little bitch when you look in the mirror, but I always got that burner when the enemy's near. So I ain't got to squabble, but I'm ready to brawl. The bigger they are, then the harder they fall. Hey, what up, Bubba? Someone get John Bravo on the line. I got part 2 coming soon.
Now, think about something. Think about all this pussy-ass behavior by Big Boy. I mean, men aren't supposed to act like this. How many times does he say to you guys, I'm going to teach you how men act, right? But 2, let's go back from the beginning. Do real men, do they have to feed each other watermelon food to each other in the mouth like that, right?
Come
the only
on
time I
now.
could think of people even doing that is when a husband and
That's
wife,
a funny video, though. That's
he gets
funny
married,
video, I
he
can't
feeds
lie.
the shamuta with the wedding cake in the mouth, right? But why is Big Boy doing this to his friends? This is not
It's a funny
manly
video, bro.
behavior,
It's a
right?
funny video, I
Then
can't lie.
he shares those big titties with his friends, and they drink the milk. That's not manly either.
Bro,
and
chill.
finally, he pretends he wants to go after people. He wants to fight them. He wants to rob them. He wants to do bad things. Who knows what other kind of bad things he wants to do to them, right? But he doesn't do them himself. He doesn't even mention their names. He's too good. He's too much of a man to mention their names in videos, right? And you know why the bitch does that? Because when you make a video and you address somebody directly like I'm doing right now, right? That means you have a problem or you have something to say about that person and you're man enough to say it, right? But when he does it, he doesn't say a name. So if somebody gets mad and calls him out, he could say, I wasn't talking about you, asshole. But this is pussy, women-like behavior. Because that's not what real men do. Not this pussy shit that him, Kali Muscle, Wes Watson, the biggest bitch of them all.
Wes Watson, my boy.
Real men
baby.
don't
My
do this
boy, my
shit,
boy.
and the funny thing about it is,
That's my boy right
they
there.
pretend to be the biggest men of them all. And let me tell you something. People see us. When we have a problem with somebody, we have an issue with somebody, we state it to them, right? People see it and they respect us for it. But when they see people like you, too pussy to even mention nobody's name, they're never gonna respect a piece of shit like you.
So I just gave you the biggest pass that you didn't even know I gave you, big boy. I gave you the biggest pass on my kids. Why? Because I know you're not like that, and I don't feel you as no threat, homie. I don't feel you as no threat. I don't feel Cali as no threat. I don't feel Wes Watson as no threat. I don't feel nobody as no threat at all. Because it's like, well, we gonna be getting into it over to where I gotta go ahead and crack the motherfucking pavement. There's nothing for me to get into it over to where I gotta go to that extent. We don't get money together. We ain't fucking the same bitches. We not in the same arena other than fitness. So what do I gotta gain from cracking your head wide open? Nothing. So you just better be lucky that my old ass know that I've been through enough battles and wars to know when it's a real one and when it's a fake one. Don't send nobody else at me. If you're gonna do it yourself. Don't send nobody else at me because I might don't be gracious. I might don't be gracious. And this is not no threat. This is a common courtesy to let you know, don't play those fucking games with me. Anyways, the People's Champ giving it to you, gun barrel straight, raw and uncut, no filter. Till next time, I'll smell y'all later.
Guys, thanks.
All right. So, my opinion on that. My opinion. As you know, I'm really like in the middle. Honestly, I couldn't care that much about all this stuff other than the fact that you guys like watching it and you kind of like my reactions, it appears. So, my reaction to this, man, honestly, being dead honest. First, it never needs to go this far. It never needs to go this far. You know what I'm saying? Like, boxing, I understand. Boxing, I see people box all the time. Like that, that's pretty fire to me. You got beef. I love seeing two big ass dudes box, even if they don't know how to box. It's funny, no cap. Boxing never hurt nobody really, other than the people who actually got hurt by it. But you know what I'm saying. Boxing, bro, it's safe. You know what I mean. Go box. If this stuff that's alleged is actually happening, bro. And both sides, right? Don't push on. It just shouldn't be happening, bro. It's fitness. It should be positive. You know what I mean? So I feel like it just shouldn't be happening in general. I'd like to state that all these claims are alleged. We're gonna watch Mac Truck's video. My next video will probably be watching that video, probably. And I'm gonna see if we can pick up any more information from that because, like I said, this is all alleged and there's no like screenshots of chats or anything like that to exactly prove this. And I feel like if there was, there'd probably be some legal action going down. But I'm not saying that I don't believe anybody, but I'm not saying that I am at the same time. So honestly, on this video, I gotta say I'm dead even. I'm dead in the middle. I find it crazy interesting. I find it kind of like a conspiracy theory. But I gotta say that I'm dead in the middle. So guys, let me know what you want me to go over next. Blake Went, signing out. Peace.